Hey guys, today I'm making modak, and modak is an Indian treat with a dough on the outside, and it's filled with this sweet coconut jaggery filling. And the reason I'm making modak is because today is Ganpati's birthday, and this is his favorite sweet. All of my ingredients. For the dough, I have rice flour, salt, 1.5 cups of water, and ghee, which is like clarified butter. I have ghee, I have cardamom, I have jaggery powder, I have poppy seeds and nutmeg, which is optional. I have rice flour, which is optional, and I have grated coconut. Here's the recipe I used, and here are the amounts. 1 cup of rice flour, 1.5 cups water, 1/4 teaspoon of ghee, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, and that's for the dough. For the sweet stuffing, I have 1 cup grated coconut, 1 cup chopped jaggery or grated or powdered jaggery, 1 teaspoon cardamom powder, 1/4 of a teaspoon grated nutmeg, which is optional, 1/2 of a teaspoon poppy seeds, 1/2 of a teaspoon ghee, 1 tablespoon rice flour, which is optional. Now I have 1/2 a teaspoon of ghee and 1/2 a teaspoon of poppy seeds, and I'm just gonna let them sit in a pan on low heat until the poppy seeds start crackling. You can see and hear that my poppy seeds are crackling. So I can add my other ingredients, which is the jaggery, the coconut, the cardamom, and then my coconut and my jaggery powder, cardamom, and nutmeg. So I'm gonna add those in to my poppy seeds, and I'm gonna mix them together until they are all combined. Okay, what my jaggery looks like now when I just started mixing it, and in a bit it's gonna start melting in like 5 minutes. What my jaggery looks like all melted up. Soon I'm gonna show you what it looks like once I turn the heat off on my filling, and I added rice flour. The rice flour kind of like helps take away the moisture from my filling because you don't really want much moisture left. So the rice flour is optional, so you don't have to do it. But yeah. Now I'm gonna add my water, ghee, and salt to a pot. Now that my water is at a boil with the ghee and salt, I'm gonna add rice flour. Now I'm gonna add it slowly, so that because the recipe says not to add it too quickly. This is what the dough looks like, and I'm gonna put the lid on it, and I'm gonna let it sit for 4 to 5 minutes. Okay, so now I have my dough, and I let it sit for 4 minutes. Now I'm gonna put it on a big plate, and I'm gonna start kneading it together. Now, the recipe that I'm using says that you should put water on your hands because the dough is still hot. So that's probably a good idea. Okay, so I put water on my hands, and now I'm kneading the dough until it's nice and smooth. It's very hot. Be careful. So now I'm turning my modak dough into balls, and I kind of just like split them up in halves to like all 16 pieces. They should be about this big because I'm making them with molds, and this is about how big the mold is. I'm making the balls. I will cover it in a kitchen towel, and then I'll tell you the next step. Okay, so now I'm gonna make the modak. So I have my brush with ghee on it, and I'm just gonna brush my mold with the ghee. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take one of these balls I made earlier of the dough, and I'm gonna close this up, and I'm gonna put the ball in, and I'm gonna start like gently forming, or like gently pushing the dough into the mold. I put it all in my mold. Now I'm just gonna take the extra dough off, and I'm going to use my filling that I made earlier. I'm gonna take a spoonful and I'm gonna put it in my mold. Now, how I do it is I put my filling all the way to the top, which is easier to put the topping on the top bottom. So now I have this. I'm gonna take some more dough, and I'm just gonna flatten it down into a circle, and I'm gonna press it over my modak, and I'm gonna take all of this extra off. And then, okay, so now that I've taken all of this off, I can open it up, and this is what it looks like. Now, I'm not done, because you see how all of this is sticking out? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip my finger in a bowl of water, and I'm just gonna pat it down like this, so that the filling doesn't get out when I steam it. Now I'm gonna steam my modak, and so I put water in a pot, and then I'm gonna just put it on. And I'm just gonna let the water boil, and then I'm gonna put the modak in there. Now I took out my modak, and I put them in the boiler to start steaming them. You can't really see them, but you can see the blood. Hey guys, this is what they look like when they just came out of the steamer. They look amazing. This is the modak that we made. We steamed it for 15 minutes. This is how it did Ganpati puja, and this is what it looks like. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And see you next week.